when women have an extramarital affair, they will most likely fall for these 5 types of men without exception. Hi everyone, I'm Momo. Today let's talk about those things in marriage that make people angry and helpless. Which men will married women who betray their marriage develop into their extramarital lovers? It is said that marriage is a safe haven for women, but if the couple is not in agreement, this safe haven will instantly become a shackle. We all know that men may cheat on their wives on impulse, but if women betray their marriages, it is likely that their inner desires are at work. Why do women betray their marriages? To put it bluntly, they are not happy in this marriage and cannot live the life they have always dreamed of. Then the question is, what kind of men do married women who betray their marriages love to get involved with? Now, let's discuss it carefully. Let's first talk about the kind of men who are humorous and good at sweet talk. I was watching videos before and saw this story. There was a woman who was under great pressure at work and had a lot of things to do at home. She was sad every day. Her husband was just a piece of wood, dull and indifferent. When she was unhappy, she could only work alone. An intern came to the company. He was very sharp-eyed and noticed that the woman was unhappy. He tried to make her happy and chat with her every day. This intern was also interesting. He didn't treat her as a boss or a middle-aged woman. He just said sweet words and treated her as a treasure in his hand. How could this woman withstand such an offensive? It was as if she had returned to the time when she was 18 years old and fell in love. She knew in her heart that there would be no good result between them. If others knew about it, they would definitely be talked about, but she couldn't control herself and plunged into this relationship and couldn't get out. Family members, you see, those women who had been their husbands for too long in their hearts are looking forward to a sunny and humorous man to appear and melt her cold and desperate heart. In fact, a person with real humor and a man with sunshine, positive energy, optimism and positivity is just like magic and has a fatal attraction to women. Funny men are also particularly good at saying sweet words, and they can satisfy the unrealistic fantasies in women's heart. After a few times, women unconsciously approach them, and the relationship becomes closer and closer. Let's talk about the kind of woman-caring men who can really help women. In fact, many people choose their partners for marriage, not necessarily the one they love to death. In the end, some marriages become the people living together, each taking what they need, and there is no love at all. If a woman in such a marriage encounters difficulties and needs help, but does not get a helping hand but endless indifference, then she must be particularly eager for warmth in her heart, and she's looking forward to having a man who can really help her. If at this time there really is such a man outside the marriage who understands what she is thinking, can give her the life she wants, and the sense of security that her husband cannot give can be felt in this man. For example, there's a woman whose light bulb at home is broken. She has told her husband several times, but no one cares. As a result, one time she told her neighbor about it, and the neighbor helped her replace it without saying a word, and also carefully checked other electrical appliances in the house. The woman was moved and began to pay attention to this neighbor. Later, the two of them had more contact, and the woman couldn't help but get close to him. She was fascinated by the man's heartwarming behavior. He was in her heart and eyes, and she couldn't ignore his existence at all. Once she feels this kind of stable and down-to-earth feeling, it is difficult for a woman to resist the temptation. She hopes that there will be such a person who can really become her support and appear by her side as long as she needs him. There is another kind that is a man who is rich and can satisfy a woman's quality of life. They have only one standard for choosing a husband who can make her live a better life. She will be with him. This kind of woman love is not a certain man, but a man who can bring her a better life. Those married women who betray their marriages like to find such rich men who can improve their quality of life as their extramarital lovers. Why, it is to satisfy their vanity. Some women are so realistic that they will not really love anyone. They are afraid of never take the initiative to give. When looking for a partner, they think about how to benefit themselves. She is willing to rely on men who are stronger than herself, hoping to get the love of the other party and live a good life. Family members, women who betray their marriages know that they will be scolded for doing so, and they even break up their families, but they still stay with men outside of marriage without hesitation. Why is this be? That this man can give her something that she can't get in marriage. Either he can provide emotional value to make her life more interesting, or he can provide wealth value to satisfy her pursuit of material life. But it is possible to make a woman's life a mess and change the trajectory of her destiny. So, sisters, be careful about your relationship. Don't be impulsive and hurt the people around you. In the end, you will lose more than you gain. Marriage is not a joke. You may never be able to turn back. We all have to cherish the people in front of us and manage our marriages well. Don't wait until you lose them before you regret it. Well, today's video ends here. Welcome to leave a message to discuss. We will talk again next time. Bye.